Hey guys, Jake here. Today I'm going over the Head MP
Just broke the strings. That's fantastic.
Hey guys, Jake here. Today I will be going over the Wilson Aggressor from Walmart. This is going to be a interesting review. Today I'm going to go over the power, spin, control, fatigue, and price of this racket. My goal is to help other people find a racket that best suits them. I myself went through a phase of searching and trying racket after racket and hurting my arm in the process, so if I can help some people avoid that, that would be great. The structure I follow to test these rackets is hitting at least 1,000 tennis balls, 150 forehand cross court, 150 backhand cross court, 150 down the line forehand, and 150 down the line backhand, 50 volleys forehand, 50 volleys backhand, 50 serves deuce side, 50 serves ad side, 50 slices forehand and 50 slices backhand, 50 lobs forehand and backhand. Why I do this is for two reasons. One, to test the fatigue level of the racket. How does my arm feel after hitting 1,000 tennis balls, which roughly takes about 2 hours or so. And number two, getting over the hump of using a racket I'm not used to. And let me tell you, this guy right here, I definitely was not used to this kind of racket. All right, so let's go through the specs of this racket. This is the Wilson Aggressor. You can find this at your local Walmart. The unstrung weight is 9.9 ounces, so this is a pretty light racket overall. The balance of this racket is head heavy, so most of the weight is in the head of the racket, not so much in the handle or the throat. It has a head size of 112 square inches, so it's a really large head size, especially from what I'm used to playing with, which is usually 97 or 98 square inches. And the string pattern on this is 16 by 19. The material is airlight alloy. I could feel that while we were playing, and I'll get to that in a second, but felt like I was hitting with a 2x4. So number one, power. I could tell off of the very first shot that I took that this was gonna be a rough day.
Oh, that felt terrible. Oh, there's like no cushion in this thing at all. Oh, that hurts. Oh, my shoulder and arm are on fire right now. It's just rattling my bones.
My first forehand I swung like I normally do, and it just rattled my entire arm all the way up to my shoulder. Even though it has a larger sweet spot and a larger frame, it felt like I was hitting volleyballs instead of tennis balls with this racket. I don't even know what the tension is of this racket. I need to get one of those machines that can test that. But just from feeling it and after hitting all those tennis balls, I could tell that the tension is pretty light, like 40 or 45 is my guess for the tension. When it comes to power, I could definitely tell that the ball was pushing me. I was not pushing the ball. Number two, spin. Getting spin off this racket was really tough. I did have several shots where when I really focused only on top spin, I could get some top spin, but then my control and my power would suffer altogether. So it was kind of like you could pick one, but you couldn't do all of them all at once. You either had to pick power or pick spin or pick control instead of getting all three of them at once. You know what I mean? If I focused on spin, I could get some spin, but then the ball would go like anywhere. If I wanted power, sure, I could get more power, but then again, control and spin is out the window. If I went just for control, my shots were very weak. Number three, control. This racket did not have very much control at all. That's due to the bigger head size and the length of the racket. I think I could definitely tell with my shots, I was hitting the ball mostly up here, and I could feel this rattle all the way through the racket, up through into my arm, into my shoulder. My shoulder is shot right now. It feels terrible. So for control, since the sweet spot is a little too big, the ball did not go exactly where I wanted it to go. Control was not there really at all. Number four, fatigue. This racket will hurt you. If you're trying to play at a 3.5, 4.0 level, this thing is gonna hurt you because my shoulder and right arm is just gone. And even though the backhand felt just a little better, I could still feel it rattle through the arm a little bit, but it just, yeah, it did not feel good at all. Within literally the first 10 minutes, I was hurting and I just wanted to stop playing.
All right, that's enough of that. No more. I beg you, no more.
The material has no shock absorbing stuff at all. I mean, they got this weird crossbar thing here that's supposed to be dampening or something like that, but it doesn't do anything. At least it doesn't feel like it does anything. The one thing I will say about this racket that was a huge plus side, because I've been trashing on this for a while, was the volleys and slices were okay. They were okay. All right, number 5, price. Now the price of this racket is 30 bucks. That's a steal. So you can't get much better than that other than getting a free racket. So in conclusion, I would say this racket would be actually pretty good for beginners. A lot of beginner players, and I'm talking like little kids, juniors, that kind of thing, where majority of those classes you are playing with low compression tennis balls. So for a kid that's just starting out, having the larger head size and the head heavy part of that racket helps the racket follow through. And since it's those low compression tennis balls, it won't rattle their arm as much as a adult swinging this with regular tennis balls. All right, well, that's the review of the Wilson Aggressor from Walmart. Let me know what racket you want me to review next in the comments, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.
Wow, first one in. Let's see if I can replicate that. I gotta get a few in. This is embarrassing. There it is. Second serve of the day.